Hallmark.
Hey travelers, welcome back to Roberto's Room. So I thought that we'd talk about what I consider to be possibly the, I guess you could say, manliest Hallmark movie ever made. Really a mini-series, but one that I grew up on and I love. I honestly can't believe that I've never talked about it on this channel before. So I thought, what better time to talk about the Hallmark mini-series Dinotopia. Now, this miniseries, which is a 6-hour-long epic miniseries, is based on the Dinotopia book series by James Gurney. And I remember vividly waiting for this series to come on TV because they put ads out about it. And of course, little me, if you know anything about me, if you've been on this channel for any period of time, you know that I loved dinosaurs growing up. I still do. And when you mention anything with dinosaurs to a younger me, that was the most epic thing you could imagine. So this movie or miniseries was right up my alley. I keep saying movie because this miniseries was actually conceived as a film, but because it was actually made for TV, it was actually split into a 3-part miniseries, or essentially a 6-hour movie. I actually own this movie on Blu-ray. I was so excited when this actually came to Blu-ray because you actually get to see it as I think it was initially intended, not cut up into 3 parts, but as a single long presentation of 6 hours. And I have to say, doing a deep dive into this movie and the production of it, it was a massive undertaking with huge sets. The dinosaurs themselves look extremely realistic, and honestly, I think that blend in rather seamlessly, I would say 95% of the time, to the backgrounds, and you really buy the fact that these dinosaurs are there. And it's no small part to all of the creative team behind this film that made sure that you bought these dinosaurs, and that came with a lot of innovations that were done for this film, one of which was the ability to have the dinosaurs, even though they were computer generated, to actually manifest on the cameras that they were filming on, so that the director of photography could actually see the dinosaur because it was coded to the cameras. Something that I thought was unheard of, especially back when this was made back in the 2000s. Because remember, this is not a recent production by any means. And so to see this level of artistry and technology brought to bear for essentially a Hallmark miniseries, I thought was outstanding. Not only that, but the sets, especially the Waterfall City set, which is the main city of Dinotopia, the capital of Dinotopia, is just incredible. The amount of craftsmen and the actual undertaking of building essentially this entire city for real. Like, there is not much there that is CG, and the CG really augments what is already there, which is a lot to begin with. Another standout of this miniseries is the score by Trevor Jones, who famously worked on films like Excalibur, and his theme for Dinotopia is one that I instantly recognize. It is such a beautiful, foreboding, gentle theme, but you can tell there's some mystery there, and it really goes along with the actual place, Dinotopia itself. The story centers around 2 brothers, David and Carl Scott, which are played by Wentworth Miller and Tyron Lietzo, and both of them do a phenomenal job of these 2 brothers that they didn't really grow up together. They don't really get along, but they are going on a trip with their father, and their plane gets into a storm and crashes, and so these 2 brothers end up stranded on Dinotopia, no clue where they are, and having to just make the most of a difficult situation, to say the least. Dinotopia, of course, being a place where humans and dinosaurs kind of coexist, as humans have shipwrecked there over hundreds of years, and the dinosaurs that have already been there have been, in some cases, domesticated, and in some other cases even learn how to talk. So as you can imagine, for a young me, this was probably the best thing that could ever happen. Also leading this cast is the great David Thewlis, which as soon as you see him, you think, oh, this man's up to no good, isn't he? And honestly, to me, watching him in this role, it felt like a snake where you know he's going to strike, you know at some point he's going to attack, but you don't know exactly when that's going to be. And so it was really interesting to watch the menace unfurl, and David Thewlis does a phenomenal job here. Rounding out the cast, we also have Jim Carter, who plays Lord Mayor Waldo Seville, Katie Carr as his daughter, Marion Seville, that's kind of the love interest between the brothers and a source of tension for the two brothers, David and Carl Scott. Alice Craigie plays Rose Mary Seville, and we have just a lot of other characters. Stuart Wilson also, who was famously Don Montero in Mask of Zorro, who plays the father, Frank Scott, of David and Carl Scott. But really, what I would consider to be the heart of the film outside of David and Carl Scott is the character of Zippo Stenosaurus. He is a librarian dinosaur played by comedian Lee Evans, and he is just a joy and really is your guide, if you will, as much as he is for David and Carl Scott, into the world of Dinotopia, and he serves to explain things as much as to us as to the two brothers. And again, this movie thrives on the atmosphere, and it is the reason why, given a 6-hour-long runtime, you really get to spend a lot of time not just in Waterfall City, but in all of the other cities in Dinotopia, and it really culminates into a hero's journey for both of the brothers as they learn to not just belong, but learn to embrace what they could be in this new place that has been undiscovered up to this point. The magic of this film and the wonder are definitely there, and again, it's just staggering to think that a movie like this, especially a 6-hour-long Hallmark movie, exists like this, and this was back in the early 2000s, and the fact that you can see all the tender love and care that was poured into it is just a testament to the craftsmen, to the work that was put behind this series, and I absolutely love it. I 1000% recommend it, and I hope that you will watch it if you haven't already. If you have, please let me know what you think about it in the comments down below. Have you seen all 3 parts? Have you seen it all at once? I really would love to know. Please let me know in the comments down below. And before you go, if you would, my puppies and I would love for you to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching this video with me, travelers, and as always, go with grace.